Ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct honor to introduce Hawthorne's City Manager, Vaughn Norris.
Wow, that kind of messed up my speech. That's pretty nice. We've got a great DJ. We have a great evening. I have notes here, but I normally speak from the heart. I'm going to speak from the heart tonight. I want to thank everyone for coming out tonight. This is a great, gorgeous event. They can't hear me. They can't hear me in the back, so give us a second. We'll fix that. You didn't miss anything besides me saying this is going to be a great event. So thank you for coming out today. Let's give a big hand to city staff that put this together. Big hand. One of the things I say all the time, I was the luckiest guy in the world to be here in the right time, right place, to be able to see all these great activities happen, all these great amenities that we have. I have great leadership in the front row, great residents here, great stakeholders, and I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for giving me the chance to help lead this city. So thank you, and we have a great, great event scheduled for tonight, great things that we're going to share, and I think you're going to have a great time. Just a little bit of housekeeping. We have bathrooms outside. We have a great band that's going to play after the event. And our bar, and if we have any food still left, it'll still be served. So please stay, don't rush, and enjoy yourself. So with that being said, let me get into my speech here. Good evening. On behalf of the City of Hawthorne, I want to welcome you to the State of the City Address. Tonight, we'll reflect on tremendous progress we made together and share our vision to where we're going. I want to thank my City Council, community leaders, staff, residents, and the continued partners that we have in the city. Let's give a big hand up to everyone and yourself. With that being said, I'd like to introduce a friend, a colleague, and our great leader from the police department, Gary Tomatani.
Thank you, Mr. Norris. To everybody who made time out of your evening tonight, really from the bottom of the City of Hawthorne's heart, thank you for coming to help support us. It's a pleasure and an honor to be here at tonight's State of the City Address. I would like to introduce, or actually, if you are physically able, I would ask that everybody please rise for the presentation of the colors by the Hawthorne Police Department Honor Guard.
Go. Freeze it. Park. Order. Park. Right. Face. Forward. Right. Left.
If the audience can please remain standing, we are going to now proceed with the national anthem and then followed that by the Pledge of Allegiance. Tonight's rendition of the national anthem will be sung by Dan Myers of the LA Love Band. Did I get that correctly? Fantastic.
Thank you. All right, we're going to sing it together, the Star Spangled Banner from 1814. Wow, that's a long ago song. All right, what's the first of these notes? You ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Guys, Suki, great sax player. Thank you all. Cheers.
Please remain standing. A brief introduction of one of the City of Hawthorne's dedicated staff member. Kyle Tsubaki has been a lifeguard for the Hawthorne Pool for the past 4 years. A local product, he graduated from Da Vinci High School in 2023. Thank you for making me feel old. Appreciate it. Kyle is entering his sophomore year at the University of California at Davis, where he's currently studying computer science and engineering. Ladies and gentlemen, Kyle Tsubaki.
Thank you very much. Please turn to face the flag. Place your right hand over your heart. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Please be seated. So it's a Thursday evening, and everybody is curious to know what is going on in the great city of Hawthorne. And we have a short video that will kind of serve as a preview of what will be covered during tonight's event. So if you all pay attention to the video screen behind me, and we'll get tonight's ceremony started.
Together we are building a future that honors our past while creating those new opportunities that I was speaking about. And I can't wait to see the finished product. We are building something that will serve Hawthorne for decades to come.
So clearly, a lot of work, a lot of projects, a lot of effort going on here in the city of Hawthorne that Mayor Vargas will soon be covering in a lot more depth. But my last order of business here tonight is, I'm a little bit confused on this because I was asked to introduce a man that needs no introduction. He knows everybody and almost everybody knows him. He currently and has for over 4 decades served as the executive director of the South Bay Workforce Investment Board. He is a friend to the entire Southern California region, a friend to local schools, a friend to local businesses, and most certainly a friend to the city of Hawthorne. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jan Vogel.
That music's a little too fast for me to sing, so we're going to skip that. So, thank you very much, everybody, and it's an honor and a privilege for me to be able to introduce the Mayor of Hawthorne today. And I do want to share with you that Mayor Vargas is expecting everybody at the end of his speech to jump in the water. So, I hope you brought your swimsuits. That was in the memo. And I think Angie and Katrina and Alex Montero are going to be the first ones. They're going to take their clothes off, jump in. If you don't have a suit on, that's okay. The chief says only half of you will be arrested today. Anyway, here we go. Mayor Alex Vargas has proudly served the city of Hawthorne since 2009, continuing a legacy of visionary leadership rooted in lifelong community ties. Born and raised in Hawthorne, Mayor Vargas remains committed to driving economic growth, enhancing infrastructure, and uplifting residents through the inclusive forward-thinking initiatives. With a Bachelor's of Science in Physics from California State University, Dominguez Hills, and a Master's degree of Science in Physics from California State University, Long Beach, Mayor Vargas brings a unique blend of analytical expertise and real-world experience. In addition to his civic duties, he serves as a physics professor at El Camino College and serves as a math and science educator teaching incarcerated adults in the LA County jail system. He also has a professional background in the aerospace industry, experience that has helped bridge connections with major tech and aerospace employers. Under Mayor Vargas' leadership, Hawthorne has experienced economic progress. The city's reserves have grown from $5 million to over $100 million, and major companies continue to deepen their roots in the community. His administration continues to focus on responsible fiscal management, business attraction and retention, and quality of life improvements for all residents. In 2024, Mayor Vargas led key efforts to strengthen Hawthorne's infrastructure, community services, public safety, and the city's economic growth. Major accomplishments included significant upgrades to local parks and recreational spaces, strategic improvements to traffic flow and pedestrian safety near school zones, and expansion of workforce development partnerships to support youth unemployment, beautification initiatives such as the new public art installations, and enhanced landscaping along major corridors. Looking ahead into 2025 and 26, Mayor Vargas is championing the revitalization and expansion of City Hall and Civic Center Park and the Senior Center redesign. These transformative infrastructure projects are designed to reinvigorate downtown Hawthorne, drawing new businesses, increasing public engagement, and creating a vibrant urban core. His administration remains committed to fundamental objectives such as job creation, public safety, and housing stability. Mayor Vargas continues to drive progress through community collaboration, strategic planning, and unwavering dedication to the residents of Hawthorne. Ladies and gentlemen, it's indeed my privilege to bring up my friend, Mayor Alex Vargas.
How you guys doing? I had a long day at work, but man, you know what? I was just so looking forward to it. And I let some of my students know that we were going to have this event, that they were excited for me and for us. So they say hello, okay? One of the things that I want to let you guys know is that being here today, I don't know, just kind of made me reminisce. Reminisce because this is where my mom brought me and my brothers, my sister, my two brothers. This is where we would come to swim in the little small pool over there. That's where we used to eat lunch, and on a hot day in the summer. And so to have this event here is so special to me. My mom's right here in the front row. And I appreciate her and my dad for choosing the city of Hawthorne to move to so that we could just be raised here. It's a wonderful community, and as you can see, we got some awesome resources. So let's give it up for my mom and my dad who are here. So I want to thank my mom and my dad, my brother Jerry, who's here, and my brother John, his family, my sister Martha and her family. They say hello, they're sending their hellos. But without my family's support, I wouldn't be here in front of you talking about the great things that we're doing. So family is everything. We're a family not only of good neighbors, but we are a city of good families as well. One of the things I want to do is thank all the sponsors. We have so many. So from my heart, from the hearts of the Hawthorne residents, thank you so much for sponsoring this event. How many of you thought, hey, you know what, you received an invitation to the State of the City at the pool? I had some people say, should I bring my swimming trunks or what? So some people did. I think our council member colleagues brought theirs, so. Oh, come on. I brought mine, it's in the car. But no, I want to thank the sponsors for sponsoring this event. I want to also thank our staff, a staff who organized this event. It was a key group of about 6, 7 people. If you could stand so we could give you a big round of applause, including our city manager. This is a reflection of the city. This is what they wanted to showcase to you. This is what they designed, this is what they organized. So look how beautiful it is, right? All our city staff who's present in the audience, please stand up so we can recognize you. City staff, department. Look at them. Let's give them a round of applause. Our city commissioners. Where are our city commissioners? Wonderful, right? And I'm going to ask some key individuals to come up here to the front so you can see who they are, because I might be the mayor, but it's not a one-person thing. It's a group of 5, and including our city treasurer and our city clerk. It's a team effort, okay? We're all rowing the ship. I might be steering it, let's say, you can say, the back, but we're all rowing in that direction. So we're all putting that equal effort to be able to row. So it's a team effort. So I'm going to call up my colleague, Mayor Pro Tem Alex Montero. My colleague and my sister, Councilwoman Angie Reyes English. Councilwoman Katrina Manning, come on up. Councilwoman Faye Johnson sends her regards, okay? So I'm gonna also ask our city treasurer, you guys stay right there, city treasurer Marie Poindexter to come join the group. And our city clerk, Dana Williams-Hunter, to come and join. So yeah, I'm serious, man. You know, you hear the debate on the floor in the city council meetings. It goes this way, it goes that way, you know. But at the end, you know what? That discussion's healthy because you get to hear all sides of the issue. It's a balanced approach, things that you never realized, right? Some of my fellow council members who are here from other cities realize that that's so important to be able to debate things and talk about things. So thank you, guys. I also want to thank our elected officials, friends who are visiting us from other cities. I would like to, well, I'm going to go through all the elected officials, and including the commissioners. Let's include everybody, all our honorary guests, as we may say. Manuel Balboa, who's a commissioner for the city of Hawthorne, please stand. Herminia Balboa, commissioner, city of Hawthorne. Richard Hune, our commissioner for the city of Hawthorne. And now we have some of our elected official friends. Councilmember Frank Talavera from Lawndale. Mayor Jim Butts from the city of Inglewood. Mayor Dan O'Brien from the Culver City. Where is he? I don't know if you can see him. I know he's so tall. Mayor Robert Pullen Miles from the city of Lawndale. Mayor Pro Tem Dorothy Pemberton from the city of Downey. There she is. Board Clerk Noemi Ramirez from Centinela Valley Union High School District. Stephanie Castañeda, who is the Board Vice President for Centinela Valley. Where is she? Hugo Rojas, Board Vice President for Centinela Valley Union High School District. Okay. Don Harris, Commissioner for the City of Hawthorne. Blake Silvers, Wiseburn School District Superintendent. Tasha Serta, Mayor for the City of Hawthorne. There she is. And I also want to recognize Olivia Valentine, who is our recent councilwoman for the City of Hawthorne. Gary Parsons is also here, recent council member for the City of Hawthorne. He was my mentor. He's the one that got me into this whole thing. So thank you, Gary. But right now, I want to thank you guys all for being here, but right now we have a special video that's going to talk about Hawthorne's economic development from the words from our city department head. So I think you're going to really like this. So let me get this little paper. Let's get started.
Hello, I'm Gary Tomatani, Police Chief for the City of Hawthorne. 3 years ago, the City of Hawthorne lent its support to the police department in an endeavor to create a real-time information center. While our department's real-time information center is still growing, it is now light years ahead of where we started. We began with the acquisition of portable handheld drones, which our officers can deploy during any incident in order to increase situational awareness for our staff. This served to increase the safety of both the public and our officers. We now have a drone as a first responder unit that launches from the department roof on significant incidents. The person piloting the drone relays real-time information to our responding officers before they even arrive on scene. The surveillance camera network throughout the city has expanded from city parks and public buildings to now include designated intersections. The tech now exists that allows our staff to monitor real-time security camera footage from businesses that allow it. Most of our patrol units are equipped with dashboard-mounted cameras that have the ability to record vehicle license plates for review at a later time. Artificial intelligence allows us to now search hours of video footage for specific descriptors, like a red sedan or a yellow shirt. Together, this all serves to help keep our city safe, and should a crime occur, make our investigations much more efficient than they've been in the past. Each week, the Hawthorne Police Department dedicates a staff member for 4 days, specifically to contact the homeless population within our city. The officers working these assignments focus on public safety, long-term solutions, and compassionate engagement. Individuals experiencing homelessness are offered connections with vital resources, including housing services, mental health support, and if necessary, addiction services. During each of these contacts, notices to vacate are issued if necessary, particularly for encampments that pose significantly health and safety risks. The department works closely with Hawthorne Public Works and private vendors to ensure that these areas are cleaned and maintained. These efforts are yielding actual results, and they have meaningful outcomes. One individual with over 15 years of previous police contact in Hawthorne was successfully housed 3 months ago. In another case, a person who'd been homeless for more than 1 year was contacted in the city and successfully reunited with family members in Riverside County. Over the past 12 months, more than 50 individuals have received some form of housing assistance directly as a result of this consistent, collaborative approach.
Hello, I'm Kawana Bowie, Deputy Director of the Community Services Department. Community Services has been hard at work on several exciting projects, some recently completed and others are on the horizon. Let's begin with the renovation of our senior center. The new 2-story, 20,000 square foot facility will include significant upgrades: elevators, ADA compliant restrooms, accessible walkways and ramps, improved signage, and designated handicap parking. A beautifully landscaped green courtyard with accessible seating which will link the buildings, enhancing a fully renovated interior with energy-efficient LED lighting and a modern redesigned layout. The first floor, featuring 20-foot ceilings, will include a sewing room, dance room, billiards room, a computer lab, large lobby with transit information, multi-purpose room, courtyard entrance, commercial kitchen, and administrative offices. The second floor, with 15-foot ceilings, will house a conference room, pottery and art room, a lounge area, a larger multi-purpose room, a deck overlooking Memorial Park, and additional office spaces. The facility will continue to support vital community programs such as senior meal programs and dial-a-ride program. Future plans also include a bocce ball court to further enhance the recreation opportunities. Next, we recently completed a major renovation at Zella Davis Park. We've transformed this space into a vibrant, welcoming environment that the City of Hawthorne can truly be proud of. Key highlights include modern ADA-compliant playground equipment, a half-court basketball area for all ages, a formal picnic area with shaded structure, outdoor fitness equipment to promote health and wellness, and over 11,000 square feet of native drought-tolerant landscaping and bioswale, a new perimeter fence to enhance safety and aesthetics, and a newly constructed ADA-compliant restroom building. We're incredibly grateful for our funding partners who made this project possible, such as Clean California Local Grant Program, Measure A, which is Los Angeles County Regional and Park and Open Space District, the Statewide Parks Program, and Proposition 40, through the California Natural Resource Agency and the Baldwin Hills and Urban Watershed Conservancy. Through our partnership with the Los Angeles Dodgers Foundation, we completed renovations at Jim Thorpe Park this past spring, unveiling 2 new Dodger Dream Fields. Both ball fields were refurbished with new fencing, custom signage, foul poles, bullpens, dugouts, and 2 solar-powered scoreboards. Thanks to the support of the Hawthorne Parks and Recreation Foundation, we were able to offer subsidized registration fees for all Hawthorne residents participating in the baseball program this year. Finally, you may not know that the city of Hawthorne is home to a historical monument dedicated to the Beach Boys. This site is one of few rock and roll landmarks in California. Originally erected in 2005, the monument celebrates Hawthorne's rich musical heritage, and I'm proud to share that the final commemorative brick was placed just last year in 2024. That's all we have time to share for now, but be sure to follow the City of Hawthorne on social media to stay up to date on all the exciting projects and programs we have in store.
Hi, I'm Greg McLean, Hawthorne's Planning Director. Over the past year, the Planning Department was busy laying the foundations for the city's future growth, economic health, and housing needs. A very large part of that effort is beginning the process of preparing a new general plan for the city. This is underway now, and there will be several ways for the public to help shape the policies that will take Hawthorne forward. Although my team and our consultants are working on the draft for approval in 2028, this is a bottom-up effort, so we look forward to hearing from anyone who lives, works, or just cares about Hawthorne and wants to see this city bloom. The world is changing rapidly, and we cannot wait until 2028 to start unburdening the city of outdated and backward-facing regulations that make it difficult for us to attract or retain businesses. Over the past year, we initiated changes to the zoning code that are revising or removing some of these barriers. Recently, for example, we simplified the process for restaurants to obtain alcohol licenses as an aid in attracting new restaurants to Hawthorne. This shaves a few months off of the approval process and saves restaurant operators thousands of dollars. We are working on similar projects to improve our business attracting and retention efforts while we work on the general plan. In April of 2023, the city adopted its first economic development strategic plan. The 4-year plan consisted of 5 broad goals and 20 concise objectives to attain these goals. As of today, I'm proud to say the city's made great progress. 11 of the 20 objectives are already completed, and progress is being made on the remaining 9. We are also working actively on solving one of the most pressing and annoying problems the city faces: parking. While some aspects of the problem related to parking can be addressed in the short term, issues like the lack of parking in residential neighborhoods are very complicated and require a lot of planning and preparation. The city has an interdepartmental committee working on these issues. One near-term fix my team is working on is to change how required commercial parking is calculated. I will soon be offering the Planning Commission and City Council a zoning change that will create a uniform parking rate for commercial developments and make some other changes that should remove the difficulty we have getting new businesses to fill vacant storefronts. Sadly, we turn away good businesses that would be a great addition to the city, businesses that could add vitality and new life to our commercial streets, provide local employment opportunities, and let entrepreneurs get their start here instead of needing to look for space in surrounding cities. This sad situation is largely due to overly rigid parking requirements, and we can fix that. Housing is another area that the Planning Department has a big role. We have an obligation to the state to make new housing units feasible, and we do that. We also have an obligation to the residents of Hawthorne to provide that new housing in ways and in places that will have the least negative impacts on our neighborhood. In recent years, the city has adopted policies that direct new housing in certain commercial zones, and state housing laws are now imposing that approach on all cities, so we were ahead of the mandate. We also developed new standards for housing developments, but here the state is more aggressive, and we are doing our best to adopt their requirements while adapting to local conditions and needs. Accessory dwelling units, or ADUs, are another area that Hawthorne was historically progressive. The city used to allow 2 small apartments to be built over the garage of many single-family houses. It was a popular feature that many homeowners took advantage of over the years. Once the state mandated ADUs for all cities, Hawthorne retreated on this policy just to the point of remaining in compliance with the laws. The ADU laws continue to evolve and create headaches for us planners, but have been consistently popular with a small percentage of homeowners. We average only 130 ADUs per year, which is about 0.4% of all the households. The city currently has over 600 ADUs, but that is only about 2% of the 29,000 plus households. This is a manageable rate of growth that provides great benefits for families in transition, aging in place, or making good use of extra space. Altogether, this is an exciting time to be planning in Hawthorne. We are making the changes necessary to put the city on the right path toward prosperity and laying a foundation that will provide guidance for the city to achieve its vision in the future.
Hello, I am Josh Armstrong, Deputy Director of Information Technology Services for the City of Hawthorne. Over the past year, our ITS team has continued working hard behind the scenes to modernize the city's technology infrastructure, support critical operations, and improve how residents interact with city services. We've made great strides in transparency and innovation, most notably through the launch of the My Hawthorne 311 mobile app and our new AI chatbot, Nate. These tools provide residents with 24/7 access to city services, enabling them to report issues, get information, and stay connected, all from the palm of their hand or on any device. Behind the scenes, we've delivered significant upgrades to the city's core systems and infrastructure. This includes major enhancements to our enterprise platforms, expanded development of real-time language translation tools, and a full refresh of wireless network and desktop hardware across key city buildings. We also supported public safety through upgraded patrol vehicle systems, improved camera infrastructure, and close collaboration with the police department and our regional 911 center to maintain secure, reliable access to mission-critical applications. In addition, ITS is actively supporting the city's ongoing construction projects, ensuring that new city facilities are equipped with the IT infrastructure they need from day one and are positioned for long-term growth. In total, our team has resolved nearly 8,000 support requests this past calendar year and led dozens of projects focused on operational efficiency, modernization, and cybersecurity across all city departments. Looking ahead, we remain committed to investing in smart technologies, stronger cybersecurity, and AI-powered tools that reduce manual work, accelerate service delivery, and improve the experience for both city staff and our residents. It's an exciting time for innovation in the city of Hawthorne, and I'm proud of the work our ITS team is doing to ensure that the city of Hawthorne isn't just keeping up, it's leading the way.
Hi, I'm Selena Acuna, Public Works Manager for the City of Hawthorne. I'm excited to share what our Public Works Department, led by Director Akbar Faroki, accomplished in the 2024-25 fiscal year and give you a look at what's coming next. Under the leadership of our City Manager and with the direction of our Mayor and City Council, our 5 divisions, Engineering, Airport, Equipment, Environmental Services, and Street Maintenance, have been busy delivering results for our community. This year alone, we completed 8 major capital improvement projects totaling over $25 million. These projects improved mobility, safety, and traffic flow throughout the city. Right now, we've got 7 more projects under construction worth $28 million, and we're actively designing over $60 million in future infrastructure improvements. Let's talk about those $60 million in design phase projects. These are big investments that will shape our city for decades. They include major corridor upgrades along Crenshaw Boulevard, Rosecrans Avenue, El Segundo Boulevard, Inglewood Avenue, Moneta Gardens area, and Imperial Highway. We've also got park improvements, the Hawthorne Pool renovation project, and several other airport safety upgrades. All of these are timed to be ready for the upcoming global events like the LA 28 Olympics, the FIFA World Cup, and the Super Bowl, which will bring millions of visitors throughout our region. One of the biggest improvements in how we serve you has been My Hawthorne 311 app. Since launching it last year, we've processed over 500 service requests, everything from potholes to streetlight outages to illegal dumping. Response times are down 35%, and you can track your requests in real time, right from your phone. We're also wrapping up a citywide parking study to figure out where parking is falling short and how we can make it better. This will help us shape policy, plan new structures, and strengthen our grant applications. We've also completed a citywide sidewalk condition assessment, surveying every single sidewalk in Hawthorne. That data is now helping us create a sidewalk policy and a 5-year plan to tackle the most critical repairs first. Our new $13.4 million maintenance yard project is now under construction. This centralized facility will improve response time, increase efficiency by 20%, and give us secure storage, better parking, and a public-facing office. Now, one of our most exciting projects, the City Hall expansion and underground parking structure. It is in the final design phase. Construction starts in April 2026. We're adding a brand new 32,000 square foot expansion to house multiple city departments, plus a new civic park with an event space, a walking path, a garden, and shaded seating. The first phase of this project will be the construction of an underground parking structure, which will have 165 secure parking spaces, safety gates, cameras, and 2 entrances. We'll also be seismically retrofitting the current City Hall. We expect to complete the first phase of this project in 2027. At the airport, we finished design for lighting, signage, and taxiway resurfacing to meet FAA standards. These upgrades will prepare us for the influx of visitors during those same major events in the upcoming years. Keeping Hawthorne clean is also a top priority. This year, we completed over 150 illegal dumping cleanups, 12 homeless encampment cleanups with outreach teams, and 18 community cleanup events with more than 400 volunteers. Through partnerships with Caltrans and MTA, we're part of major freeway projects on the 405 and 105 freeways. These include widening lanes, adding sound walls, creating toll lanes, upgrading signals, and improving pedestrian safety. Many of these projects are scheduled for completion in 2027 and will improve traffic flow and access to economic opportunities. We're also working on a new water lease agreement to ensure state and federal compliance, protect water quality, and generate long-term revenue. We're also pushing forward on sustainability, installing 50 EV chargers citywide, meeting SB 1383 organic waste requirements, expanding recycling and green waste programs, and making sure all new projects use energy-efficient technologies. This past year, we've applied for over 25 grants worth more than $60 million. We're waiting on the results, but we've already secured $13 million for key infrastructure projects. With only 3.5% of our funding coming from the general fund, we continue to maximize resources through grants, partnerships, and efficient project management to accomplish big goals without putting the burden on our taxpayers. Thank you.
All right, let's give it up for city staff. Let's stand up and let's give them a big round of applause. We're proud of you guys, and we really thank you so much for all your effort. We know sometimes things are hard, but you've been there with us and you've offered the increasing level of service to our community, so we want to thank you for that. I also want to thank Rudy Escamilla, who provided the catering today. So let's give Rudy a big round of applause and thank you. Del Cid Coffee, thank you for offering samplings of your coffee. A Hawthorne-based business, so we're really thankful. Our lifeguards, who took time out of their day to be here to protect us from falling in. And all of those of you who wanted to cool off, well, we had to tell you no, maybe later. And I also want to recognize Nilo Michelin, who is here, trustee from El Camino. He's kind of like my boss, right? He's former council member as well for the city of Hawthorne. Good to see you. Stephen Nelman, who's the superintendent for Centinela Valley. Oh, he's back there. and Brian Markarian, who's the school superintendent for Hawthorne School District. We have really good people here, really good people. So once again, good evening to all of you guys. All the residents of Hawthorne, our esteemed council members, our invited guests, community partners, my family, and our friends of the city of Hawthorne. I want to welcome you tonight to Hawthorne's Aquatic Center. I'm honored to share the incredible progress we have made together and to highlight the bold future we are building for our city. When I look back through the city of Hawthorne's archives, I see the story of a community that is built on resilience, determination, and pride. Every generation before the current leadership, let's be honest, had faced challenges, but now we are creating those opportunities to shape the future of our city. Things have changed. As we gather here in 2025, I am proud to share not only the progress we have made, but also the future plans that will continue to move Hawthorne forward. From housing and infrastructure to technology and green space, our work today is laying the foundation for tomorrow. This is a collective journey, as I've been mentioning. It's not just one person. It's a collective energy. Our council, our staff, our police agency, you, the residents who give us your feedback, and all of those who support us, the business community as well, and even our elected official colleagues from around the region who advise us and give us tips on how to do things better. Thank you. I invite you all to join me in celebrating this journey today under the spirit of our hashtags that we have on all our social media: growth, progress, and service. One of our top priorities has been revitalizing the senior center. The old building was very outdated. It's hard to see from the street because it's not fully accessible. That's the problem. But now, thanks to Assemblymember Tina McKinnon, the new design will feature park views, outdoor patios, modern administrative spaces, full ADA accessibility, and plenty of natural light. This isn't just a building, it's an inviting, inclusive space where our seniors can thrive and our community can come together. A lot of great things are going to take place there, and we're looking forward to seeing you guys when we actually inaugurate the building. We're also taking city operations to the next level with a brand new state-of-the-art city yard at the Betty Ainsworth Sports Center, combining our park and city yards. This spans 70,000 square feet. It's pretty large. And it will house all our city vehicles and provide offices, meeting rooms, break and training areas, and locker rooms with showers. Everything our team needs to work efficiently and safely. With construction well underway, these projects reflect our commitment to innovation, efficiency, and delivering better services for the people of Hawthorne. I recently had the privilege of serving as a panelist at the Independent Cities Association Conference in San Diego. I know some of my colleagues from other cities also attend that. And it was good seeing you there, and it was fun presenting what Hawthorne is doing to showcase its groundbreaking AI launch. You got a little taste of it earlier in the presentation when we talked about ChatGPT and Nate, the query device that we have online. This innovation is transforming how we operate, streamlining city processes, empowering our staff, and enhancing services for our community. Hawthorne is proud to lead the way in using technology to drive efficiency, progress, and better outcomes for our residents. Residents will be able to ask questions, submit service requests, and receive information in real time. Combined with our successful 311 app, these tools are also helping us to respond faster, to improve transparency, and save taxpayer dollars. So if any of our colleagues from other cities would like some advice on how to put this into play, let us know. Thanks to the dedication of our city council and staff, Hawthorne has secured and applied for over $60 million in grants. And one of the important things that I want to let you know is that we do all our grant writing in-house. We don't hire anybody to do it for us. We have the people, the staff, that are well-equipped, they're smart, and they know how to do things. And we let them do what they do best, and it's request money. And our conversion rate for our applications, for the money we get, has been high, probably close to 90 to 100%. So we thank you guys. Let's give them a round of applause. We get the money. These funds are transforming our city, supporting major street and traffic improvements, park and community center upgrades, pedestrian safety, and seismic retrofits around the city. Together, these investments strengthen Hawthorne's stability, enhance quality of life for our residents, and ensure a vibrant future for our community. These grants are more than just numbers. They represent real, tangible improvements for our residents. And that is reflected in safer streets, upgraded parks, expanded community spaces, and a stronger, more resilient Hawthorne for generations to come. So look out for the changes that are coming to Eucalyptus and Roanoke Park. The City of Hawthorne has been deeply involved in housing initiatives, locally and regionally, including partnering with the proven developer to create affordable housing on its city-owned, the city-owned properties that we own. Staff has also facilitated the development of accessory dwelling units, as you heard, the famous ADUs, to expand housing options here in our community, because there is a need. People still want to live in the South Bay, California, and in particular, Hawthorne. In a region with limited land to develop, projects like the Hawthorne Nursery townhomes that are coming up, and other new residential developments that are up for sale, we're expanding homeownership opportunities for families across the city with the decisions that we as a council are taking and which our staff is implementing for us. We continue to advocate for affordable and sustainable housing so that every single resident, whether just starting out or raising a family, can call Hawthorne home, the city of good neighbors. We welcome you. This past fiscal year, our own housing department has placed a strong focus on renovation efforts to enhance the community's quality of life. Projects have included improvements to city-owned low-income, affordable housing, upgrades to single-family homes through the Housing Rehabilitation Program, and revitalization of local businesses through commercial facade projects. And one example of that is the transformation of Crenshaw Village, which is a 7-store shopping center located at El Segundo and Crenshaw, which looks beautiful. And we'll be celebrating its grand reopening with the ribbon-cutting ceremony on September 9th at 10 in the morning. So we hope you all can join us for that. One of the ways we are improving life in Hawthorne is by addressing a challenge that affects residents and a lot of other cities as well. You guys know this, the issue of parking. And we know that convenient, accessible parking is important and essential, and it's needed for our community's quality of life, and we've made it our top priority. Today, we have several initiatives already underway, including our innovative Parking T program, which is helping manage traffic flow and accessibility throughout the city. In addition, we are conducting a comprehensive parking survey. We can't pretend as council members or staff to know everything. We have to study things before we make a decision, right? So that's why we're going to be gathering critical data that the City Council will use to get a clear picture of what the current conditions are and to inform us on how to make a smart and effective decision and provide a solution. But the city's focus is this on the parking issue. Number one is to develop smart regulations such as time limits and permit zones. Number two, to increase availability in high-demand commercial areas to support our local businesses. Number three, to explore new off off-street parking facilities, not on the boulevards and not the main streets, off-street parking facilities to meet the growing community needs, and to maintain a complete inventory of all on-street and city-owned off-street parking spaces to guide us in the decisions we're going to be making for the long term. By taking these steps, we're creating a Hawthorne where parking is predictable, accessible, and supports the city's economic development. One of the most exciting projects on the horizon is the creation of a brand new City Hall and Civic Park. This is exciting. And of course, I hope I'm still around to see it, right? It is completion. And we're looking forward to seeing you guys when we see it come to light. And this is going to be far more than just a government building. It's going to be the center of a vibrant community hub, surrounded by lush green space, where families can gather, children can play, and residents can enjoy open space right in the center of Hawthorne, in the heart of Hawthorne. And for a community that has long needed more accessible parks, this project is truly transformative. And for me, since I've been calling Hawthorne home for all my life, I feel this vision combines functionality with community engagement, creating spaces where city operations, culture, recreation, and civic pride come together. It's a milestone for Hawthorne and a lasting investment in the quality of life for all of our residents. As of June 2025, I'm happy and excited to report that our city's cash balance has reached $103.2 million, and that's up over 1,900%. That's a big deal because from where we were to where we are now, 1,900%. Think about that number. And this reflects strong budgeting and nearly $14 million set aside for economic uncertainty. The revenue has grown from $46.3 million to $112.2 million. 46.3 to 112.2. That's a big jump. And with a $2.25 million surplus in fiscal year 2024 to 2025, we thank the decisions that were made for diversifying our revenue sources and financially planning in a prudent manner. These results show we are building a strong, sustainable future for our community. One of the things I want to mention to you, this is important, trust. What do I mean by that? And it's something that's important for myself, for my colleagues. And of course, sure, I provided some leadership, but what's most important is that we have allowed our executive team the ability to put their expertise to use in propelling Hawthorne forward. It's basically letting them do what they know how to do best. And that's why we're in the situation we are in. Without that, without the meddling of council and doing all this stuff, we make the decision. We say, do this, but we got the best staff in the world making all the decisions, or else we wouldn't be in this great economic situation that we're in. So let's give them a round of applause. And as I said, trusting in our city staff's expertise has led to a strong financial results, demonstrating that our city is managing its resources responsibly. And this style of leadership has been proven to be a good model for the city of Hawthorne. And that's why our city's cash balance and revenue have soared, up nearly 2,000%, and more than doubling since 2016. And this is proof positive that we are building a strong, sustainable future. Our employees are the backbone of City Hall, and it's the City Council's responsibility to ensure their well-being. And what do we mean by this? The City of Hawthorne and the City Council has initiated a wellness program that allows employees to be reimbursed for resources that support their physical and mental health. By also supporting programs like Sharp Performance, which is a wellness company dedicated to helping individuals and organizations unlock their full potential. We provide our workforce with the tools to thrive at work, at home, and in life. By supporting our city team, they are empowered to deliver exceptional service. And that way, together, we move our shared mission forward. The City Council recently approved staff to move forward with our general plan. You may be wondering, what's a general plan? They bring this up. General plan, what does it mean? But it's basically our blueprint for success. And it guides growth and development for the next 20 plus years. So that's a long time. So whatever we talk about with community input, with staff input, and amongst our council member colleagues, we guide this growth. And the plan basically outlines priorities for land use, housing, transportation, parks, safety, and sustainability. And this reflects our community's values to create a healthy, livable, and resilient city. For our residents that are here today in the audience and here in the city of Hawthorne, I want to extend a great invitation and opportunity for you to be part of this process. And this one's an exciting one too. So the city of Hawthorne is proud to play an active role in the lead up to the 2028 Olympic and Paralympic Games through LA County's 88 for 28 initiative. These upcoming events, including the NBA All-Star Weekend, FIFA World Cup, Super Bowl 61, NCAA March Madness, and the Olympic Games will bring extraordinary opportunities for investment, workforce development, and small business growth. And Hawthorne is ready to seize them. And a key focus area is our neighboring city of Inglewood, so we thank them for what they've done too. We're especially honored to host Team Cabo Verde for their pre-games training and cultural program that are going to be focused here in the city of Hawthorne. Some of you may have heard about it as Cape Verde, but the official pronunciation is Cabo Verde. This partnership will showcase our city on the international stage, strengthen cultural and educational ties, support local businesses, and engage our youth and volunteers in meaningful Olympic legacy programs. Our LA 28 committee has presented council with strategies. This just took place at this last council meeting. Also, they've provided us funding options and a community engagement plan to ensure Hawthorne maximizes this opportunity. Together, we are building a city that embraces global connection, celebrates culture, and shines on the world stage. I'm going to invite my council colleagues to come up here. Vaughn, come on up here. Just come up here. This is super, because we're going to close this out, but this is a team effort. And our staff who's in the back, we recognize you. As we close tonight's State of the City, I want you to hear this loud and clear from your mayor. Our story is far from over. The next chapter is being written right now. This progress is not the work of one person, it's the work of all of us. Our staff, our city council, our community partners, the residents. Our staff's dedication, our business's resilience, and your trust and support have made this growth possible. And together, we will keep moving forward with synergy, with purpose, and with civic pride. So tonight, I don't just ask you to listen, I ask you to join us in this journey together. A journey defined by our hashtags, growth, progress, and service. These aren't words, these are commitments. Commitments to keep building, to keep innovating, and to keep serving every single resident in this great city we call home. We thank you for your attendance, and we thank you for being good neighbors here in the city of Hawthorne. Let's give ourselves all a round of applause. Thank you, guys.